Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We are live at the Leather Pocket for the third annual Len Sbitney Memorial Tournament, Calgary, Alberta. My name is Grant, sitting beside the Ghost at present. We are locked in for a full weekend of pool for Len's Memorial. Gotta be proud. I know Len's here, and he's got to be proud of what's happening here at the Leather Pocket. First match, Kevin Osborne, Aaron Arganoza to lead us off. Welcome to it, everybody. Hopefully all is well. Been a while since I've been on the mic. Glad to be back. Might see a little bit of rust out of both of these players being on the stream here to lead us off. But I know both of these players, they'll get it dialed in. Kevin, no stranger to big events, that's for certain. Jesse's looking for action already. How are you, Jess? Who you got? Touch over hit. Should still work out. He is in position on the 2. Gonna need a nice stroke here, though. Two ball hanging in the pocket. 2 and 3 both potentially going into the same pocket. 2 rails around. Needs to avoid that 7. What's going on, Jarrett McRitchie? Tuning in on Facebook. We do have both Facebook and YouTube running. Unfortunately, I've only got one device with me, so I'll be paying attention to the Facebook comments. I will eventually get the tablet in here. We can then pay attention to both. Hopefully everybody's doing well. As I mentioned earlier, a long weekend of pool coming up for the Len Sbitney Memorial. Good hit there. Gets the hit and the reward. And over for Mr. Arganoza. I would favor him to make this if he gets over the 9 ball, fairly close to that top pocket. Just a little on the outside. This is going to lay up nice for Kevin. Little more, another full ball roll wouldn't have hurt him. Shouldn't be any issue here for pocketing that 3 into the side pocket. Overcuts it, in fact. A little bit of nerves early on, and you can attribute that a little bit to the prize money. $10,000 first place prize. Second place $5,000. Everything is available on, let me think, digital pool. Had to go deep in the well for that one. Wanted to be a little bit straighter in on this. Wanted to kind of stay underneath the 6, take the 6 to the top. Gonna have to try to avoid the traffic. Runs into the 7. Might still get the bank on the 6. I don't think you can see enough to make it. Couldn't even barely see enough to hit it. chip off the top side of the 6. A lot of right-hand spin. Go up on top of the 8. Send the 6 to the bottom rail. Goes 2. A free bank shot. Trying to play thin. Might be able to play this off the rail first for the make. With that angle, needs to almost hit right where the side pocket is, so a little bit farther out than that. Kevin getting all of his scratches out of the way in game number 1. And you are welcome, Kathy. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, if you can help us out, share that stream. We'd appreciate it. It is Friday night, Calgary, Alberta. Len Sbitney Memorial. For those that are not sure who he is the original owner here at the Leather Pocket. His daughter Sonia now carrying on the legacy, partnered up with Jim Jutsi. Huge shout out to Jim. $17,000 added for this event. Gives us a first place prize of $10,000 for a weekend's worth of work. And this pool room is hopping. I believe it was Aaron that won that first game. Looked away to look at comments. That's what I get. So it is a race to 9 on the A side, 9 ball on the 9 foots. If you head over to the B side, it is then 8 ball on the 7 foot tables. For 9 ball, 9 is racked on the spot. Any 9s made off the break do not count. And let me know how my volume is here as well. Make sure we're all good. If I need to turn my volume up a little, I can certainly accommodate that. Nice little run of the table here for Aaron. Little bit on the high side of 4 here would be nice. Cut that 4 ball into that right side pocket. That leaves you a nice angle to get to the 5 ball. Well, might have to elect to take that 4 down to the bottom right-hand corner. Mr. Rutherford, what's going on, my friend? Been a minute. Hope all is well. Does the fancy juice on the cue ball. Sets himself perfect on this 5. Can either go forward or draw, either one. Really just depends on your preference. Well done. I believe he's fairly straight, so potentially just a hit and stick here. Might go forward. Forward, back up. Really nicely done. A quick one here from Mr. Aaron Arganoza. Jumping out to a 2-0 lead. Kevin, no stranger to it, however, been around the Calgary pool scene for many, many, many years, decades, in fact. Well, thank you, Mr. Cliff. Hope all is well. Pleasure seeing you on the stream, and appreciate it. One of these days, you'll have to come back and make your presence known here in the pool room. So I think for early confidence here from Kevin, obviously he'd like to give this one the old break and run. take it right back at Aaron right away. Ooh. 2-ball did not miss by much. Not sure he wanted or would have wanted to make it, given where the cue ball and the 1-ball are. But again, he may, depending on how much that 6-ball is sticking out, he might be able to go rail first. It's exactly what he's looking at. That puts him in dead perfect shape on the 2 if he can execute. Perfect works. On to the 3. Does he have enough room with the 7 kind of playing in the vicinity of the 3 to pop that into the bottom right-hand corner? Good evening to you as well, Mr. Clark. Been a hot minute since I've seen you as well. Hopefully all is well. Got a little flat here on this 2-ball. Ideally pointing to exactly where he just did. Might have to draw a lot of heavy right-hand spin here. How does he hit it? How does he hit it? I said it once before, perfect works. They skipped a couple matches. Please tell Steph I'm on the way. I will message her as soon as I possibly can for you, Blaine. I know that they just had this discussion in the players meeting that if you're late for your match, you get 5 minutes to be late. Then you lose a game. At 10 minutes, you forfeit. So hopefully they didn't call your match. But I will send her a message right now. Not sure what Aaron's not happy with there. Maybe overhit just a little bit, but still in on the 6. Looking good. Yeah, tried to get a little too juicy, but at the end of the day, 8-ball comes to the rescue. Kevin's got to be shaking his head going, what is going on here? Touché, says Mr. Osborne. Nicely done. Does leave the outside edge of the 6. Bottom left-hand corner is open. Nice counter. We'll see what Kevin can come up with. Two or three rails around looking for the hit. Does the good old drive-by. Aaron licking his chops here. Can take a quick 3-0 lead. And against an opponent like Kevin Osborne, that always bodes well for you. Just don't count him out. Don't get too comfortable. Make sure you're still finishing what you need. Aaron's looking good for a 3-0 lead. A little bit low for sound. No problem. I can always turn mine up, and if I become too loud, you guys can always turn yours down. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. Sorry for those that thought it was perfect. Just notch your volume down a little bit. Looking to be fairly dry. And just as I say it, of course, 5-ball finds its way into a pocket. Winner breaks, I believe it's alternate break, Mr. Folan. Hope all is well with you as well. Hopefully the pool room's still rocking and rolling. Haven't heard anything different, so does the three-way combo. Didn't quite end off where he wanted to with the 1 ball. He may bank this. And if he misses, that 1 ball should end up table. Kind of maintain the position on the 2 just like this. 4 ball might come to the rescue here. I believe Kevin does get to see the outside edge. Gets to see the whole ball, in fact. Question is, do you want to pot it or even attempt to pot it? Potting that 1 ball coming all the way back down for 2 might be a tall task, so you end up looking for the safety here. Maybe play that 1 ball between the 6-7 off the right side rail, off the bottom rail, use the 8 ball. Kind of a tricky safety from this spot. Keeping me busy? Well, that's good to hear. Tries to, oh, he makes it. Maybe that was the best thing, right? Now he can play safe off the 2. May go ultra aggressive here. Try to bank the 2 ball top right hand. No, just going to play the safe. Very well done. Tyson says good pizza at Sneaky Pete's. Stopped in January for a pizza and a beer. Good to hear. Haven't made it out that way as of yet. At some point, hopefully I can make it out to check out the pool hall. Now, what's Aaron looking at here? He's got the short cue. Is he looking to jump kick into the 2? Yeah, little bit tough with the 4 that close. And this is why you can never count out Kevin Osborne. He's been in this position numerous times. Mr. Andrew, how are you, my good man? And again, hope all is well with you as well. A couple of sponsor changes, everything looking on the up and up for you, Andrew. It's good to see. Nice little 3-rail come around here from Kevin. Gonna lend himself perfect on this 6. I don't see any issues here for Kevin Osborne to get himself on the board. Is there a link somewhere where we can see the tournament bracket? I don't have it yet. At some point I will figure that one out. Yeah, I like that route too. Kind of all started off that. I believe it was the 4 ball into that left side pocket to kind of, or the 3 ball. Can't remember, but had to play short just to make sure that the cut angle on that ball lent itself well to go around that 3 rails. 9 ball into the right side pocket, getting himself on the board. Mr. Osborne doing just that. He seems to have settled into his stroke. What are their Fargos? They're going to be mid-6s, I believe, for both. Just go to Digital Pool and search Len Memorial. Should be the first tournament listed. Appreciate that, Tyson. Normally, I would search that up for you. I've got a couple of different devices under normal circumstances. However, I only have one, which is my phone, and I'm currently watching the comments on that. So normally, I would just check and let you know, John, what their Fargos are. But they're both going to be mid-600s. $660, $670, somewhere in there. Really nice dressed table here for Kevin. Could make this a quick one. Wants to get fairly straight in on that 2 in the side. Interesting. Maybe the angle's a little bit different, choosing the 2-7 combo over just taking that 2 ball straight into the side pocket. Just a chip off the right side of 2. Nothing to do here. Pot the 3 straight back across the table to the left side rail for the 5 ball. Perhaps a little bit short of straight. Does want to kind of draw a little bit off that 5 ball. Over and back. That works as well. 6 ball to the right side pocket. Might see him go forward or over and back here as well. Just like so. That allows you to put a stroke on that 5 ball. A little bit of a reach here, straight forward. Look out. Look out. Ooh. Very flirtatious with that side pocket. I think my kept that out of the pocket. And as predicted, quick little rack there for Kevin. A 3-2 score line. Perfect. Thank you, Stephen. I will pin that comment. And we got to give a shout out, of course, a little bit of housekeeping, some advertising. Got to give a shout out here to Mike Robinson, looking to get his name out for anyone in the Calgary area, whether you're looking for new or used. Make sure you give him a call, 403-601-6993, and book your test drive. Toyota Red Tag Days, they're coming up. That is definitely something, if you're in the Calgary area, you want to book in early for. Those Red Tag Days are extremely popular. Kind of stood up in that one. That took a lot of that draw off the cue ball. Potentially looking to back bank the 2 ball. Nope. Tries to use the 3 to play safe. I think that may leave Kevin with the bank should he choose to try to be aggressive and perhaps bank that 2 ball stick there for shape. Maybe a little bit action off the rail. Nope, just playing it straight safe. That's not going to work out though. 2 ball a sitting duck, auto shape on the 3, 3 to the 4, 4, 5, 5 to the 6. A little bit of up and back, 5, 6, 7. Then back for the 9. So a little bit of back and forth, but with Aaron kind of settling into his stroke, I really don't see much of an issue here. And that is the devil in the details. Coming back to bite Kevin there. Yeah, I don't suspect much happening here. Just float that 4 in. Yeah, I like this. Playing the weight to come off that back rail. Almost got him into that side pocket, however. But I do like that, playing it off the 4th rail, not just trying to lay it up around 3. A gift, one that I'm sure Kevin would like back. 4-2 score line. And with it being 9 ball, kind of at that halfway point, I think Kevin wants to keep this a little bit tighter. If you're going to play that safety, make sure that you give it the one time, be sure. Especially in 9 ball, you can have a lead evaporate so quick because of one simple mistake. But as I mentioned, Kevin's a veteran of this game. Been around for decades, so. Yuck. 1 to the 2 is not friendly. Not friendly at all. So for those just joining in, it is the third annual Len Sbitney Memorial Tournament here in Calgary, Alberta. My name is Grant, and if you don't mind, give that share button a little bit of love. I would appreciate it. It is Friday evening. It's a pool night all weekend long, to be fair. Not terrible. Would have liked that 2 ball to maybe travel another foot. I'll tell you what, Aaron was sure hunting for one of those side pockets. Would have been rewarded, I believe. Nice little nudge on the 5. However, what would have been a reward for Aaron now causing issues here for Kevin. A little bit tree-topped here by the 5 ball. Not my favorite shots. Nothing really to do here. Pot the 2, punch it, pop it off the rail. Dead in on the 5. Doesn't want to be too straight though. He might be a little too straight here. He might have to just draw this straight back. Looks like he's going forward. Oh, very well done. How's he hitting it? Looks pretty good. Oh, he took it for granted. He took it for granted. He's going to re-gift Kevin from what could have been a 5-2 commanding type of lead. Should now be 4-3. Little bit of that awkward angle here on the 7 ball. Just a slight cut. But you know the cue ball's traveling to the right a little bit. You tend to overhit these and they wobble. Smart shot there from Kevin. Yeah, really, really well done. Might be a little sharp here on the 9 ball, but I don't really see any issues in Kevin making this one. A little bit of a stretch for sure. Yeah, good thought. Just a little bit too far. Good choice. 4-3, keeping himself in it, keeping it close. And you know Aaron wants that one back. It's amazing on those easy shots that we kind of tend to relax a little bit when, more often than not, when we do that, it comes to bite us. No easy task here. From downtown shooting this 1 ball. Although if he makes it, should have, you know, fairly decent auto shape here on the 3. Look at this. Who plays a 1 ball 2 rail combo on the 8? Seems to be the first half of this match. All the rubs and rolls are going the way of Aaron. Typically, you'll see that kind of switch about halfway through. Doesn't want to be straight, though. Would have liked to have a little bit of the down angle here, so towards the bottom end of the table on the 3. Makes getting to the 4 ball super simple. Although with his stroke, no big deal. And straight through on this 5 ball off the end rail, back up. Nothing to it but to do it straight across the table. Make the 6 ball off the right hand rail. Back over towards the left side rail. And again, stood up, totally took it for granted. does Kevin have the window between the 7-9? If not to make, certainly for the hit. Does have the option to go off the right side rail there as well. Can't quite tell how much of that he can see, if he can see any. Right angles are sometimes a little bit deceiving on the camera here, but it does look like he can get through that 7-9, make contact with the 6. It's just a matter of where does it go. He really did. He was moving over to line up the 7 ball and hadn't even finished the 6. Yeah, so Kevin's going to go aggressive. Try to pot the 6 ball. Really well done. Some reward back for Mr. Osborne. And we'll see if Aaron's going to play safe. I would suspect so. Nice little chip. Try to use that 7-9. Like so. Well done. I think I like kicking off the top rail a little bit better in this scenario. I know he's looking at the bottom rail, but if you hit that 6, you're pushing it up into nothing. If you come off the top rail, at least you're pushing towards some kind of traffic. You might get, a little bit lucky. You might make it. But I do like off the top rail here. Just, oh my gosh, how does that not go? Wow. He's got to be beside himself. It's like watching meerkats. Good one, Tyson. Still, this is tricky, though. It really is, with the 6 being that deep into the pocket. And the position of the 7, it does make this a little bit tricky. So I'm happy to see that Aaron's kind of taking his time with it. Not sure where he was trying to go with it, but again, right, that's part and parcel of that 6 ball being really, really deep into that bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, to be honest, Dave, I'm not sure whether what the dress code is or what, but you bring up a good point. And I believe typically what will end up happening is they do have a dress code. They are somewhat forgiving Friday night, just for out-of-town players, so on and so forth. Maybe they didn't know about the dress code, what have you. So it's relaxed Friday night, but come tomorrow, better come dressed. Hey, we understand, Lloyd. We miss you. Would have been good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Ooh, a little bit of a jelly rub for Kevin, but I think he was. I think he's due one or two. You know what I mean? What a change of events here. Aaron with prime opportunity to go up 5-2. Now a 4-4. Wish your wife a happy birthday for us, Lloyd. Although no denying, would have been good to have you here. First place prize in this one. Thank you, of course, to Leather Pocket and Jim Jutzy adding $17,000 to the tournament. That puts first place prize at $10,000. $10,000 for first, $5,000 for second. Oh, one ball dressing up perfect. Nice little floater. Stick around for the 3 to the top left-hand corner. That's pretty much auto-shaped there on the 4 to the left-hand side. And again, wants to come in, at least from my perspective, wants to come to the high side of 4. So to the bottom side of straight in. That way he can play the 4 and just float to the left side rail. He'll have 6 into the top right. Not sure, Tyson, to be honest. I put in maybe a half hour on the 9-foot side. Put most of my time in on the 7-foot. No, I agree, Dave. I full on agree, and the dress code's there. It's there for a reason. Oh, no. Kevin does all the work. Is it Christmas time? These guys keep giving gifts back and forth to each other. At this point, you almost have to say that he who gives the least number of gifts, thus for the rest of this match, that's going to be your winner. And a gift back. He says, no thanks. Christmas was in December. I don't need your gift. Leonard Spice, you know it. It is I on the mic. Me, myself, and I, all three of us. Nice little shot here for Kevin. Nice little draw off that left rail. Should set him up fairly well for the 9 to the top right. Like so, to take the first lead of the match for Mr. Osborne. Deposits the 9 ball. Both players are allowed 1 5-minute break in each match. It's been a hot minute since I've been on the mic, Leonard. So glad to be back, and we'll be bringing you coverage all weekend long. Of course, for those just tuning in, it is the 3rd annual Len Sbitney Memorial Tournament here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. For those unsure as to who Len was, He is the founder of the Leather Pocket Billiards here in Calgary, now taken over and run by his daughter. And she's now partnered up with Mr. Jim Jutzy. Yeah, we actually haven't been out to Niagara there for, I want to say, a couple of years. The last time we were supposed to go to Niagara for the stream was just before the pandemic. As of that morning, I was still getting on a plane. My flight left, I think, at around 11, and we got the news at 9:30 that it was not happening. Oh, stay out of that corner pocket. Well executed, a little bit unfortunate there for the cue ball to come 2 rails around and find its way into the pocket. Kevin trying to make things happen, and the pool gods are saying, well, not quite yet. The ladies from the Leather Pocket played awesome. So I believe, Leonard, they were actually the hidden spot. That if I'm thinking about the ladies that you're talking about, Bev, Joanne, Tasha, Bev and Joanne are out of the hidden spot. Also here in Calgary, however. Matt says, should come back to New Brunswick. I'd love to. We were treated extremely well while we were in New Brunswick. So a little unfortunate there for Aaron. Goes to play the combo, makes both balls, and doesn't quite get the shape he was hoping for on the 4-ball. But yes, those ladies played extremely well, from what I heard. Well deserving. They put a lot of time in. A nice effort there from Aaron. Tries to bank the 4 to the side. However, it's left Kevin fairly good here. Does have to watch the shape a little bit. He might go all the way back across to the right and back. Just to avoid the potential of that traffic. However, he does get rewarded with it. Not going to play the combo. I think that's smart. You got the out, take the out. Nice little floater. Wants a little bit of angle here. Float up that right side, deposit the 9-ball into the bottom left. Could draw off of this as well, just depends on the angle, I guess. Could go forward 2 even. Forward 2 it is. To extend the lead, now 6-4 in favor of Kevin Osborne. Wasn't I just saying at 5-2, don't ever count him out? Or, sorry, when Aaron had potential to go up 5-2. And, of course, we got to give a shout-out to a long-time sponsor here for Q Sports Live, Nick's Q Innovations. Again, based out of Calgary, 403-667-3173 for anything you need done on your cue, whether it's a wrap, a tip, a clean, whatever it is. That is the man to get it done. You can ship him all your stuff from anywhere. He'll get the work done, ship it back to you. Probably one of the most reasonably priced repair places that you can find. Looks like they have run away for a quick break. So we'll give another quick little shout out here to Jam Up Apparel and one of the founders, or not one of, the founder of Jam Up Apparel. We'll let this run for a minute or two.
And founder of Jam Up is to walk around and engage with our customers and actually see the result of all of our hard work and how it translates to their experience. I love walking into pool rooms. I love walking into tournaments and seeing people wearing our apparel and just going up to them and thanking them for their business and asking them how their experience was. What can we do to be better? And then what's so gratifying to me is the thankfulness that they have, right? And the fact that they tell me my experience was great. I love this shirt. I'm going to buy more shirts in the future. I want to tell everybody about these shirts. To me, that's just the greatest feeling in the world. It just tells me that the work that we're doing is actually making a difference. For me, Jam Up isn't just about apparel. It's about the people who actually wear it. It's about creating a community of people who are wanting to take the sport of pool into a new level and a new image. And we can't do that without the players.
And we are back. Almost thought two of them dark bob cut hair, kind of hair, are sisters. They are sisters. In fact, they are twins, Leonard. Very well known, Bev and Joanne Ashton. Well, while they're taking a break, where is everybody tuning in from? Where are you watching from? Yeah, they've both been around the pool world. I don't know, somewhere, I want to say 30, 32, 34 years, somewhere in there. As long as I've known them anyway, and that's 30 years. Oh, you're welcome, Keith. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, good to see you back on again. Steph says, Mornville, crazy Friday night for me. Crazy because you're on listening to me on a mic. Kissimmee, Florida in the house. Appreciate you tuning in, Kathy. Iowa in the house. Welcome to it, Mervyn. The one sister is hands down by far the better solid shot. Probably Joanne. She plays a heck of a lot more than Bev. And I'll say this, and I'll go out on a limb. Some may agree, some may disagree, and that's okay. I think natural talent-wise, Bev probably has the edge on Joanne. However, given circumstances that Joanne owns a pool hall, she puts in more time on the table than Bev does. At least I have a good voice. I appreciate that, Steph. It's been a minute, so it's kind of getting back into the patter and the rhythm and all of those fun things. How's our two-time reigning champ doing? Is he playing right now? Who are you referring to, Kyle? Let me know. I haven't really been playing a whole lot, nor have I been on the mic very often. I've got my head down and working like a fiend. We got some new things coming your way here for our for Jam Up. Something special for our Canadian folks. Ben, yeah, I'm assuming Ben is playing. He's not on the mic with me, so. But I believe he was one of the earlier draws. And I know that I'll be in the second round. I'm on second table of the second round. So if I'm Aaron, it is moving time. You don't want to let Kevin get too far ahead, especially down the backstretch. Right, and this could be a whole different match, right? If the yips there that got Aaron in those 2 games wouldn't have happened, I think he still has a commanding lead. Look out, 9 ball. Well, it's going to have to play, I believe, the 4-6 combo here. Yeah, there you go. Ben's playing Sean Eckford. Thank you, Chris. $10,390. Look out. Uh-oh. The yip got him again. But will the 8 ball come to save him? It does look that way. Not sure the 4 goes. If it does, it's tight. And Kevin's got to put a pretty decent stroke on the 4 ball. Kind of hit that right side rail before that side pocket. And head back just about where he's at right now. That would be the ideal world. How does he hit it? Doesn't want to be on the rail, but he'll take it. He'll take it for sure. No, definitely not too hard at all, Leonard. Something we can start incorporating for sure. I know at one point we were doing that fairly consistently. At this point, it's more remembering, if I'm being honest. But definitely something that I think you're right. I think that would help. I'll do my best to remember that. Seven, 4. Kevin in the driver's seat. Does get a shot at the 1. Does it slip past the 3 into that bottom left-hand corner? If it does and he can execute, nice little draw, touch off that left side rail, sets him in good on the 2, and there's nothing stopping him. Yeah, there you go. Bryce Powell says Aussie is 672. Aaron Arganoza, 720. It is true. There are definitely, rattled big. There are definitely times that we don't want to remember. It seems to be that ever since I had my issue with my ear infection that got into my brain, ever since then, I'll tell you, it's been a little bit rough on my memory. Oh, I'm on deck. Good to know. Well, then these guys have to finish up. Was that a magic rack? I believe so. It's a template rack. I can say that. Whether it's a magic rack or one of the other brands, I'm not sure, but Definitely a template rack. A little unfortunate there for Ozzy to kind of skin off that 9 ball. Push that 9 ball right in the way for the 3. So wants to be careful here. I mean, Kevin's not going to want to just take a flyer at the 3 ball. I think he wants to try to play the smart shot, which I think he is. Off the end rail, bump that 3 kind of up table. Might have hit that a little harder, but the 8 looks like it's coming into play. 8 ball comes to save the day. Aaron, I believe, has just the outside edge of the 3. I don't know if it's cuttable. Down to the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, there could be, you know, a piece of chalk or maybe something else stuck in the middle of the table. I know that, you know, as far as equipment goes, I don't think you can really find any better. Not in this city, that's for sure. These tables are vacuumed every single day. Wow. Wow, was that close? That 9 ball trying to find its way into this game here for Kevin. Who's in the booth with me? Me, myself, and I, Derek. All 3 of my personalities. Nicely done. Might be a little bit on the short side here, or on the low side. Either slow or go. One of the two. Don't find that 50-yard line. But I suspect no issue here for Kevin. Pot that into the top right-hand corner. Maybe a touch of left-hand spin just to avoid the scratch. But I don't see this really posing much of an issue here for Kevin. To put himself on the hill, I might add. Ooh, little bit of a skid. And forgets to apply the left hand. Gives a gift back to Mr. Arganoza. Mr. Wilson, how are you, good man? Well, and I don't want to be late for my match, that's for sure. So hopefully they realize that I'm on the stream. Not only am I on the stream, I have only one device and I'm using it to pay attention to the comments. Lan, maybe if you could help me out and send Steph a message and let her know, hey, I'm in the middle of a stream, that would be great. Yeah, the commentator curse indeed. However, we'll see if Kevin can kind of regain his composure a little bit. Put that in the short memory file. Nice little back cut here on the 1. Or is he going top left and draw? I kind of like that. Playing safe instead. I believe Aaron will get to see that 1 ball. May even be able to cut the 1 into that bottom left-hand corner, have the cue ball bump the 9 with a chance to make. Nope, just putting him straight into jail. No, Leonard, sorry. Am I going to stream mine? Maybe. I'm not sure who. We don't really say put this match on, put that match on. I'm not one you want to see anyway. I see the table good back here. This is why I sit on this side of the camera. Yeah, that was really well done. Yeah, smart. Really smart shot there from Aaron. Or even Steph Radmore. Maybe you could message Steph for me. Not sure whether Lan heard me or not. Is Aaron going for the 3 foul rule? Tough hit from here. Might have to go to that right side rail with 2 rails in behind that 5 ball. But tough hit. Tough hit because even if you put right hand spin, I don't know that it's going to be enough. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Tyson. So he could do the 3 foul rule, but the table's wide open. Do you really want to flirt around with this? Trying to use the 2. This is going to get tricky. Tricky. I don't know if I like this either. Well, if he's playing it in the 1, then I like it. I actually like potting the 1 ball. Potting the 1, potting the 2, then maybe you play the 3rd attempt at the 3 foul on the 3 ball. I just don't like it in this spot. I think you're rushing it. Right? I think what he's trying to do is go off the left side rail, off the top right side rail, and kind of bury in behind that 4-7. Fairly easy hit, though. That's the issue. Right? I think you're better off making the 1, making the 2, playing position on the 3 to then play the 3 foul or the safety for the 3rd foul. Yeah, I don't think the Z is going to work for sure. He did try it. Fairly easy. And I don't know. I think it was a rushed attempt. You don't have to play that 3rd foul safety right away. Sink the 1, sink the 2, and put yourself in a position where when you play safety, you're going to lock it up for the win. Because, that's an easy escape right there. Right, and now you've let him off the hook. All that work goes away, and now look, you follow yourself. Right? You went from being in the driver's seat to now being in the back of the bus. Yeah, all for naught, exactly, Bryce. right? And you could have played a pretty deadly lock-up safety off that 3 ball with where the 4-7 is. At least a higher percentage safety, because the one he was trying there, I don't think that was a very high percentage shot, and it left for an easy kick. Yeah, it is still 3 consecutive fouls, but I can still pot 2 or 3 balls in between, right? So like in Aaron's case there, I mean, he's got Aussie on 2. I think you make the 1, make the 2, play position on the 3 to then use the 3 ball to play that lock-up safety. Look at this shot from Kevin. Oh, how does he hit it? Yeah, this is just pure run from here. I wouldn't even flirt with a 3 foul rule. Not from here. You've got the out and the wind to put yourself on the hill. Wow, what a shot that was on that 2 to get to 3. To go full table short side yet. What a good shot. Yeah, nice little pop draw. Just get past the 9 ball, right? So when you pot this 5 ball, even if you put a little bit of left-hand spin, you want to get past the 9 ball, right? If you underhit this and try to let, the floaty type of shape, typically that's where you end up behind the 9 ball. So I love what he did. Play past the 9. Yeah, but Trudy, Kevin was still on 2 even if Aaron pots 2 balls. So it still would have been a 3rd consecutive inning that Kevin would have fouled, and it's 3 foul. Wow, what a shot. The game-winning shot was that draw from the 2 to the 3, full table short side to put himself on the hill. Wow. Job well done. Pretty commanding lead here for Kevin. Aaron's going to have to show us a few things. He's got to fade a couple of breaks here from Kevin, if he even wants a chance. I do like his chances on this rack, though. Not a lot happening here. Excuse me. Not a lot to stop him. Punch this 5 out of the way. Pot the 1. 6 of 1. Either way, that'll work. Nice little touch draw here on the 2. Position on the 3 to the bottom left. Naturally, that goes to the 4. You might want to leave a touch to the left of center here on the 4 ball so you can just push straight through off the end rail. Yeah, definitely showing his snooker. His snooker capabilities, he's ended funny. Don't like it. He's now to the right side of center on the 4. So if you push, you're going to pop the 8. And yeah, had to superpower it there to try to come across for the 5 ball. Got a little fortunate that the 4 didn't end up in a position for Kevin just to run out from there. Yeah, nice little separating safety there. 9 ball sticks its nose in the game. 6 ball being a nuisance. And if he doesn't see the top side of 4, this is a tough ball to hit. Two or 3 rails. Good attempt here. Might even get lucky and kick that into that left side. Nope. A little on the outside. Kevin licking his chops, looking to close escrow. Yeah, I don't even mind just hitting and sticking right there. Don't even bring the 8 into the equation because that can hamper your path. Yeah, see, 8 and 9. I may have just played below the 8 ball. I've got nothing to really worry about as far as balls in the way, be it the 8 ball or the 9. However, all he's got to do is make the 5. It's auto-shaped to the 6. Now he 3 fouls him. I'm not quite sure we're going to see that, Bryce. I think Kevin's going to take the nail and drive it. Oh, what's he done here? He's just wanting to show us a thing or two. You could see as soon as he shot, his head was on the table. So chip safe off the right rail to the end rail. Oh no, he really likes that 2 rail. That's the only problem with that 2 rail type of free bank shot potential safety. If it catches the inside of any of those, it's troubles. And I think I'm up.
Yes, you're up.
I am up.
I was trying to figure out if this was it. But
No, there's more to the story. It is not over.
yeah, I'll jump in. I just gotta grab it.
Okay. Sounds like Mr. Francis is going to come jump on the mic, finish this one out. I got to go play a match. Well, you can kind of bet Kevin won't make that mistake twice. He had the opportunity to put the nail into the coffin there and let up on the gas. Swung the hammer, missed the nail, so to speak. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate that. This will be the first time I've picked up a cue since Spokane Open. So it'll be interesting. I'll say that much. And he's a carpenter for sure. Is this in Digital Pool or CompuSport? Sitting right there pinned for you, Leonard. It is on Digital Pool. What's going on, Darcy? Nicely done. This could be curtains here. I really don't see Kevin making the same mistake. Not twice. Definitely not twice. That being said, I'm just going to finish out the game. We'll see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'll finish this game and then I just don't see Kevin making the same mistake twice. With the chance to close escrow once again. Scotty, yes, Ben is playing. He just finished, I assume, with the W. He confirms. He says, yep. Oh, God. He got a little wobbly on that 8-ball. I don't know if I would have banked it there. But he's in perfect on the 9-ball for the win. Kevin getting the job did. All right, I got to run. Sorry for the quick sign off, but I got to go play a match. Appreciate you tuning in, everybody. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We will have more matches ready for you tonight. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.